everywhere. It's a great Friday morning here. I'm on my back porch with my second cup of coffee. Enjoying it being a little cooler today. It's a little overcast. There's a little bit of sunshine coming through. Nice breeze. It's Friday. It's the weekend. What have you got planned for your weekend? I had planned to, my husband and I go to um, the Metroplex to watch our grandson play ball tomorrow, and it is supposed to rain. And so, not sure we are going. Hi, Mike. How are you? You doing okay this morning? You at work? Hello, Nana Recipe. Welcome in. Hi, Carol Ann. How are you doing this morning? It's let's see what it is. 78 degrees this morning. Only supposed to be in the upper 80s today. So this is the time of year that it really starts getting hot. And so for it to still be in the 80s is great. Chance of rain later today. And then tomorrow and Sunday it's supposed to rain. So you're good, Mike? That's great. It's good if you're good and you're at work, right? Oh, had a busy week. It's a hot one. Is it hot, warm up there? What's the temperature? Of course, it's comparative. I mean, for here, we've had a couple of 99-degree weather days. We had one in April early. Thought, man, it's going to be a really hot summer, but it cooled back off. We had a really cool May for here. So, so 87 feels like it's cool. It's 10 degrees cooler. So, and it doesn't get real cold here. Not really. Not like it does where you're from, Mike. All that snow. And we had that one snow. That was it. And it was a pretty good snow. It stayed on the ground for quite some time. And the temperatures were really cold. But where you're at, it gets up in the 80s and it's hot to you. So, because, 0 degrees temperatures in the winter. So, Grammy Churchill. Grammy? Is that how you say your name? Says, hello, you're my sunshine. My only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Lullaby. It is. It is. So there's a little bit of sunshine coming through. It's a sunny day. And so I up this morning and around um, trying to get ready for my day. Fridays, I don't work. Really. I think I work every day. Even though I'm retired. I passed my 3-year retirement anniversary. 75% humidity, 80, and said that's, yeah, that makes it really tough. But on Tuesday, it had been 3 years since I retired from my corporate job. And even though I work now, right now, I'm working about 20 hours a week outside the home. But like I said, to me, retirement is, I used to have to be to work at 8. I had an 8 to 5 job, but I was on 100%, being the executive director of a facility. I was on call 24/7 and never knew when something was going to happen that I had to go into work. So, it's to me, not having that, not having to be anywhere till 10 o'clock. One day I don't even have to be there till 11. So I work from 11 to 3, which on that one day, and then the other 2 days I'm not there, 10 to 5. So that's like retirement to me after working the job that I had. Um, so um, I enjoy my weekends. Going to be on Karen's live this evening. Uh, it's YouTube over 40, and Karen does it, and there's a group of us, and it's just creators chat. We get on there and we talk about different things about being a creator. You know, there's struggles, there's ups and downs of being a creator on YouTube. And I've just recently kind of took a time out. I haven't made any content. Um, just a chud. Hello, you seem like a nice lady. Thank you. Thank you. But you know, not having the responsibility of that job. And then I've owned my own business. I was a hairdresser before I went to college and became a therapist. Okay, Grammy said, hello. I can remember back in old school days, very different back then as kids. 1987, better back then. Yeah, when I grew up, it was even more so. We played outside, and there was no technology. you know, um, the television with 3 channels was technology to us, and that was limited. We could only watch so much, and I could only watch certain shows. I remember going to my granny's and watching Gunsmoke because we couldn't watch Gunsmoke at my house. It was too flavorful. So that was like the taboo thing, watching Gunsmoke, because Miss Kitty run a house of ill repute. So my kids grew up in the 80s, and yeah, they still played outside and stuff. Um, Nintendo came out during that time. My son was older. Yeah. Uh, he once ate dirt as a kid. Good times. Yeah, little dirt never hurt anybody. I still like outside. I like to go camping and fishing and um, all hiking and all that sort of stuff. So I'm really more of an outdoorsy type girl. A lot of people don't think that because of my profession, but you know, it can have many sides. I can be a professional woman and go fishing. So mud cake. Yeah, yeah. Man, we stayed barefoot. We played outside barefoot, and you know, we were little toasty brown kids because we played out in the sun. No sunscreen, no nothing. And that was um, we didn't have a whole lot. Then there weren't fences dividing the yards, so in the evenings we played in the backyards. We played kick the can, hide and seek, and all those fun games. Good morning, Pam. How are you? Did you bring your coffee? I had my coffee. Is this is my Friday morning coffee chat. Are you going to do a coffee chat this morning? Yeah, I've been trying to do more lives. It's been suggested to me to do more lives to help with my watch time hours. And right now I'm holding my own, and we'll do pretty good till August. You have your coffee. Good. How do you drink your coffee? Um, I drink mine. My first cup's always black. No, nothing in it, and then I might put some whipping cream, or I love creamer, and so um, I'll splurge and drink creamer. But you use your mouth to drink your coffee, Evie? Well, so do I. Sometimes I think I need one of those. What was it, the thing where the bong poured the booze in it and it siphoned into the mouth. Well, I'm finished it, but I will make more for my life coming up. Good. Always black. Yeah. Well, I'm having to go back to 2 cups of black coffee. because I went to the doctor for my 6 month checkup, and yes, Miss Dinah's back there. Um, so, and my A1C, I'm pre-diabetic. And I'm just shocked. I love Evie's sense of humor too, Pam. Hi, CL. How are you? Oh, so I eat pretty much like what they talked about and stuff, but I'm gonna have to get a little leaner. So I drug out my Dr. Mark Hyman's 10-day detox, and there's a few people that have some interest in that, kind of wanting me to do um, maybe a live series about eating whole food. And I know that 3 years ago, I ran across this book, and I have a friend that's really into whole food. I learned how to eat whole food, and I did it, I mean, religiously for 6 months. Felt the best I'd ever felt. I lost 10 pounds just, without even trying. And um, so, and who was telling me, maybe it was Catherine, that um, stress can raise your A1C. And so, um, and I have been stressed lately. That's getting better. It's getting a little better. Um, so there she is. I hear her. It's Miss Donna. She making a debut. There she is. You can see her tail. She loves being outside in the backyard. Evie said, I lost 15 pounds after I retired. Irregular meal. Did you have the irregular meals before you retired or after you retired? So, Miss M, Miss M, Miss M's here. Yay. Um, I did pretty well when I first retired, and then I gained 10 pounds. So I've taken that off, lost 2 other pounds besides the 10. Okay, Evie said after. I don't eat until the afternoon and mostly one meal and maybe a snack of nuts at night. Yes. Oh, hey, it's Dr. Ninja Turtle. He says, I am in a Staten Island meeting. I will come back for the replay. All right. You going to do your live this morning, Daryl? So I've watched replay of your interview with Mrs. G. It was good. It was good. And so uh, I want to interview Mrs. G, and she won't do it. CL saying hi to Dr. Ninja Turtle. Anyway, so, um, but it being Friday morning, I'm just enjoying the slower pace, and I love being outside. I got my mosquito um, repelling little things. I wonder if I could get an affiliate for these little things. They're great. They're little, see, and it keeps them away. They don't smell real great. I can't do citronella. When I was pregnant with my youngest son, and we went camping with my in-laws, and she was nuts about citronella. And of course, when you're first pregnant, you get sick. I had morning sickness, and that citronella smell just made me, oh man. And since then, no more citronella. I can't, I, mm, talk about aversion. I think aversion therapy would work really well. Um, because ever since then, I can't stand the smell of citronella. Good morning, Kristen. How are you? Hello, Sally. How are you this morning? So, Kristen, tell me about this um, stuff with that. Is it ecoskeleton? I'm going to have to come see you. We're going to have to get together. Catherine said, popping in to say hi. I'm putting you on record. Okay. Exoskeleton. Swantails. Hello, Swantails. You were over on Julie's. Yes, I remember you from Julie's Live. I popped into Julie's Live. Catherine, thank you for email. So, oh, look, she's having a good time out there rolling in the grass. There she is, making her live debut. It's Dinah and Walks You. I saw that one video. Yes, Swans was. I haven't. I didn't make Lori's Soul Circle yesterday. Her live. I'll have to watch the replay. So yeah. So um, it was the last of her series on that book, and Miss M saying hey to Mike. Mike saying hello to Sally. Some of my some of my crews here. My community. Yes. My friends, as Sally calls them. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're watching the replay, thank you. You're welcome in. You're all part of this YouTube community. And Sally's asking you if you're working, Mike. Yeah, I already asked him. We already went through all of that. He's he's hard at it, making another dollar. Um, some are friends and some are actually family, especially you, Rhonda. Thanks, Sally. Yeah, family. They become your family. And I know that it's like, you know, had a couple of people reach out and say, where you been? So, Mike, Sally was trying to talk to you last night on Discord. So the real OG 16 jumped 2 times. This is Pam, another 0.5 cents, as they say. Yeah, friends are the family we choose. Exactly. Some become family. What denotes family? They got your back no matter what. Um, I think that's what I think of as family. Of course, I have a lot of friends who are like that. Sally said, Mike, I don't really like Discord. Mike's saying hello to Evie and Miss M. And so, oh, there's a notice, Mike's, that Dr. Ninja Turtle is going live in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So, are you leaving? Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. See ya in the funny papers.
See you, ladies.
Oh, that's my husband. So, Kristen, you are my family, and I need to come see you. I miss you. Yes, Kristen, we do need to get together. Um, this last week's been crazy. Jesse's still off work. He goes back to work. Bye, Felicia. That's it's a thing with me and my husband. Bye, Felicia. You're watching in the background, Doc. That's great. Shar, good morning. You are looking well this morning. Thank you very much. Miss Sims laughing till she cries. Bye, Felicia. The see you in the funny papers. My daddy used to say that. And, I had to look up. I had to, you know, go online and look up what does that mean? And it, I guess it just means that they'll see you in the funny papers. The funny papers are a thing of the past, are they not? Um, but they used to be a big deal. So, Sally knows Shar. Um, I'm not acquainted with Shar. Nice to meet you, Shar. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, Char's asking Sally, how are you? You've heard that saying, Pam? See you in the funny papers? Well, and I remember my mom used to talk about Dagwood, and there was Blondie, and so she knows Evie too. Oh, all right. Guess I'm out of the loop. Man, I do feel like, um, oh, that's a great idea, Evie. You reminded me. I did a few videos a year ago on old sayings. I looked them up and it was interesting. Yeah, I have my best friend that I lost last year. Her and I used to do that. We'd go on these road trips and, you'd be talking about the bar ditch. Where did that come from? We'd look it up. So Pam said, my mom has every saying in the book. I swear she got most of them from her Irish grandfather. Yeah, Kristen said, I need to do another one today on God things. Yes, are you doing videos, Kristen? Mike saying hello to Doc. Pam said, oh, thank you so much, Dr. Ninja. Well, those old sayings, you know, and they just, what was it they talked about? Momilies. Mama always tell, momilies, so, yes, you're going to do another video, Kristen? That's good. I have, um, it's so funny. Just had no creative ideas, nothing, nothing. And so my live on Wednesday night, I talked about that. And I had that morning kind of got an idea for a video. And since then, I've gotten several. So I just need to find a time to sit down and make some videos. Okay, Sally said, Swan, if you go on Lori Light Soul Circle community page, there's a schedule of everybody's live sessions if you're interested. Yeah, um, I schedule mine on Wednesdays at 7, but I've been doing these little impromptus on Monday and Friday if my schedule allows me to do it. Pam said my mom would say some crazy stuff like, stop it, or you'll be picking up your teeth with a broken arm. It's funny, Pam. I never heard that one. Miss M said she subscribed to you, Kristen. There you go. Yeah. Sally said she has your Wednesday night, but you can get her to put more on there. She's supposed to update it soon. Well, the ones on Monday and Friday, I never know for sure if I'm going to be able to do them. So, you know, Wednesday nights, I can commit to that and do that. It's gotten to where after Wednesday working all day, I'm really tired. But it's like once I start, it's like a shot in the arm. So, Pam, maybe you should do a video about um, those old sayings. My mom, a stitch in time saves nine. Um, Haste makes waste. Um, that sort of stuff. So, and then my dog, I don't know where Donnie is. Scooter's right here. Come here, Scooter. You wanna? Daryl wanted to do trivia night with those things. That would be fun. The Irish ones are always a bit extra. I don't, I don't know that much about Irish things. Uh, Now my dad was Italian. He never did say a whole lot. You know, Scooter, you want to make a debut? That would be fun, Sally. It would be. Char said I'll be there. Yeah, those old sayings, and it's too. It's also like where you were raised, like in as far as demographics and like Pam saying her mom's Irish. Uh, I guess I don't know. Did the Italians not have a lot of those things? Can't carry a tune in a slop bucket. Right? Sally said Saturday night it will be at 8 p.m. from now on. So your trivia nights, you're changing it to 8 p.m. So, of course, that's 7 my time. And the time zones, if I get Pam's, are you 2 hours earlier? Oh, no, Cheryl. I've been on 25 minutes, so I'm just gonna stay on as long as there's people here. There's 16 people in here. So I'm doing good, Cheryl. I watched your video on resentments. Good video. Shar said it's 8:52 a.m. here. It is 9:52 here. So 8:50. You're an hour earlier. I'm an hour earlier than Sally. Miss M, what time zone are you in? Oh, yeah, that would make it 7 for me. Yeah, I get up at 6, and by the time I let the dogs out and all of that, and then it's always 6 something before I can get on there. Old Mike and a couple of other people asked me if I would do that. Hey, that's cool. Old Mike's in California, so they're 2 hours, 10:52. You're the same time as me, Em. So Evie said I got up at 8. Yeah, I try to get up at 6. I try to keep that rhythm, I'm shut down at 10, up at 6. So 3 hours earlier. Yeah, they are 3 hours earlier. So what would that be? 5 o'clock there, 9:53 here. Mike, you're an hour behind me. Kristen said, no, Miss M is an hour. She's off us. Char, I usually get up around 5 to 6, but I slept in this morning till 8. I wanted to sleep in. I'd already turned the alarm off. I'm up at 5. I always check if Sally D is on. Pam said she gets up at 5, ahead of us. Oh, Rhonda, is it 9:53 here? Yes, it's 9:53. So, um, Mike gets up at 3 a.m. Indiana. Miss M's in Indiana. So Pam said, Mike, that's inhumane. 3 o'clock. Yeah. What time do you go to bed, Mike? CL. I'm Central Time, but I have morning meetings and can't always be on lives. Yeah. You're the same time zone as me, CL. At 3, what time do you sleep at, Mike? Char's asking the same thing. It's 8:54 right now, Sally. Yeah. So Pam's an hour earlier. Sally's an hour later. Yeah, we got people that are in tomorrow. Come on. So, wow, 2 hours. There's 2 hours difference between you and Pam. So, Swantails, good climate. It is. It's nice out here today. Evie said, I'm right on time. We are on time, aren't we, Evie? We are right in the middle. Sally said, so I'm thinking that the 8 a.m. start is good, or should I do it 9? Well, if you change to 9, I won't always be able to be on. And usually I try to um, get my first cup of coffee drank and out of my office by 7:30. So, but Sally, you do you. You do what's best for you. That might include more people. So, um, you're pretty far west. Rhonda, do you remember when it used to be at 6 a.m., which is 5 a.m. your time? Yes, I do. I do. And, that was way back, and I wasn't working as much as I am now. And I could get up at 5. So, one province away from the Pacific Ocean. You are way over there, Pam. So, we're right in the middle, like Kristen said. Right in the middle. Cheryl said hi to Mike. So, um, so anyway, my little coils work really well on mosquitoes. I had always wondered. And Sally said that woman across the street that has the big tree is it's starting to fall down. It always blocks my sunrise this time of year. Yeah, Shar. Pam, where are you from? Stuck in the middle with me. That's right. Stuck in the middle with me. Here we are singing again. Kristen and I, we hang out. Somebody will say something or something will happen and we're just breaking out in song. Could be even a rap song. Isn't that right, Kristen? Sally said, no, I did not poison it. Ah. Pam said, Alberta, Canada, close to Rocky Mountains. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where my big dog went. My little dog wants in the house. Shar said, LOL, Pam, I'm from Edmonton. And where's that? Edmonton? Are you from Canada too, Shar? So, I have a friend that lives close to London in Ontario. That's 2 hours from you. It's also in Alberta, Canada. Yeah. So I went to Canada 2 years ago in August and had so much fun up there. Went to Niagara Falls. I would go back, and I'd have to go back to Niagara Falls. It was so impressive. I was so impressed with the power of that waterfall. I just, you know, Sally said, you two should meet up. YouTube friends are the best, especially when you can meet them. Isn't that right, Sally? One day we'll meet in person, Sally. We'll just have to make that happen. You go to Lubbock, I'm driving to Lubbock. It's 3 hours from me. Pam said, not too much. The rain mainly missed us. Shar asked Pam if she got flooded. Was there some flooding up there? Did you get flooded, Shar? Sally said, Rhonda, I'm so very close to getting the hubs. Let us move to Texas, so very close to Rhonda. Yeah. You know, of course, Texas is so big. Lubbock's 3 hours from here, but it's a nice little drive. My son went to school in Lubbock. All right, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's going too fast. Mike said, I get home from work at 7. I like to be in bed by 8, but it's hard getting home that late after taking a shower and making dinner. It's usually 10. Ugh, that's not enough sleep. Pam said, we were right on the border of the storms this week. Shar said, it rained here heavily for 3 days. It was crazy. The city was flooded and lots of roads closed. Oh, Miss Sim. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Miss Sim said, I'll have to find someone who's close to me so I can meet someone from our community. That's right, Miss Sim. Hey, Mrs. G. How are you today, Gina? Happy Friday. Uh, Shar said, Pam, you are lucky. It's still clap. Pam said, yeah, I heard Shar. I hope everyone is okay. Yes, I hope y'all are okay. Oh, everyone's saying hello to Mrs. G. Mrs. G saying hello back. Gina, we need to sing. It's Friday, baby. It is Friday. So, Cheryl said, Mrs. G, we're making our rounds. Evie said, I'm here too, Mrs. G. Oh, Pam said, hey, Mrs. G, party can start now. Yep, it's party time. Child, it's party time. Let's get this party started. Uh, oh, Char said, yes, thank you for letting me know it's Friday. The morning just got better. It's Friday. It's, yeah, Friday. Yay. I used to, it was like it's Friday when I had that corporate job. But like I said, my weekend could get jacked in an instant. So Fridays are my favorite. Mrs. G say, hey, Cheryl, yes, we are making our rounds today. So, party time, child. I looked for you live last night. Did you not do your live? Mrs. G? Swantail said, happy weekend. Miss M said, have a great day, Rhonda. Bye, chat. Bye, Miss M. Have a great day. So, yes. Happy weekend. So Mrs. G, when you gonna let me interview you? Bye, Pam. Gotta run. But see y'all again soon. Yep. We all in and out and around on these YouTube streets. Mrs. G said, no, Rhonda, I did not do a live. I know, I looked for you. Everyone's saying bye to Pam, Sim. Everyone's going bugging out. Yep. So, Char said bye, Pam. Yeah, I looked for you. I did watch the replay with Dr. Ninja Turtle. That was good. So when are you gonna let me interview you, Mrs. G? Or how about not even an interview? Let's just do a live together. Let's just do a fun live together. All right. Will you agree to that? And Cheryl, I want to do interview with Cheryl or do a live with her. I like the interviews better on Zoom because I have ADH. No, what is it? ADOS. Kristen, well, you want to do that? We could do a live, like together live, you and me, in the same vicinity on one device. So we'll have to get together and do that. Busy, busy girl. I'm going to be a busy girl. You've been off the scene. Oh, I understand. I've kind of been off the scene for a month. The last few videos I have posted were here's my cup of coffee. See, it's got my community on it. All my peeps. I love this cup. So, bye, Sally. Have a good day. So, yeah, um, I had those like I did had batched some. Thank goodness. Um, my morning sounds perfect. It's been really nice. Okay, Sally said today at 4 p.m. is show and tell with Dana the Cookie Mom. Yeah, y'all tune in. It's at 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Pammy's time, so on and so on. So it should be really good. Dana's a great lady. Um, she works full time, but she bakes cookies, and they look fabulous. So y'all hop on there, watch Sally's interview with Dana, and Sally said, "Me, we could do another live, Sally." Sally and I did a live. Wow, has that been over a year ago? I don't know. I don't know where this last year's been a real blur, just a blur. Uh, in a few weeks, it'll be a year since my best friend died. It was a long time ago, Evie, and I interviewed you. That was a long time ago. So, um, on my Zoom, I could do several of us together and record it, but I can't do the live. I think I could through Zoom. I just haven't figured it out. Char said, we love baking here. My mom bakes for so many families on the holidays. It's crazy. Had it already been a year? Um, I've been on the 28th of June. I will have had my YouTube channel 3 years, Kristen. So I had started working on a video where I was going to do just a video of all the bloopers. and I can't find one. I had one. I was just plugging along, doing my video, and I watched it back, thank goodness, because toward the end, it was like, I don't know what happened. My camera zoomed in, and all you could see was this. It was so funny. 4:15. You'll have to watch the replay. Red's Room TV is on at 4:15. Yeah. Shar said I've mastered making cake pops. So, oh, about Jeanette. Yes. It's been a year. June 23rd or something. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? There's Peter. Hello. People are still coming in. How are y'all doing this fine morning? It is so nice out here. The house on New Year's Eve, a house that was back over here, burned. And it has sat there since then. And last week, they started working on it. You could see the pitched roof and the burnt part of it. Um, you did do my very first live. Sally and I kept saying, I need to do a live, I need to do a live. And she said, I'll do a live with you. So we did. And helped me so much. Cheryl said, hi, Kimberly, and others I miss. CL said, I'm still listening, but you're working. Mrs. G, yes, Rhonda, we can do one soon. All right. It doesn't have to be an interview, just a live together. Sassy. Southern sassy. Southern sassy live. Whew. Okay, Peter said, I would have been here earlier, but was learning a new editing software and got sidetracked. That's easy to do, isn't it? Eddie said, Sally, Paula helped me with my first live. Whoa. Kristen said, oop, I love you. I have a doctor's appointment at 10:15 on Teledoc. Bye, Kristen. We are going to have to get together. So Sally said, oh, wow, we're on to 3 years. Tracy is celebrating her 3 years today. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that she'd been on 3 years. Um, I ran across her. I've been on YouTube about a year. That's, when I started getting involved and checking out other people's channels and hopping on their lives. And Kimberly said, hello, Cheryl and other friends. Mrs. G said, Southern Sassy Live. Ooh, I like that. Oh, Christian. Bye, Christian. I did not see Christian. If I missed you, Christian, I'm sorry. Southern Sassy Ladies Live. Whew, that's a lot to say, Evie. Say that real fast. Peter said, I am looking forward to being on one of Sally's shows and tell episodes. It's going to be like an episode of 60 Minutes, LOL. Yeah, that'll be here at 60 Minutes. So, yeah. Um, but Sally and I need to get together and do another live. Or maybe I could be on her show and tell. Or I can interview Sally. Or I just... this year, the first 6 months of this year, is everyone still there? I had a call coming in. Yes. Hey, it didn't cut me off. How about that? Southern Sassy Live. That's awesome. Yes, that's what I guess kind of my Friday mornings are Southern Sassy Live. I don't go with a topic or I just kind of, what is, Karen calls it, I riff. I just riff. I mean, I had heard that, and Karen said it. Maybe it's the way she said it. Uh, so, um, Southern Sassy Live. Thanks, Evie. You too. You can get back to your art, your creative art. You're just getting so good. I love watching you paint. I've just been out of the loop. So out of the loop. Uh, my husband will be off all next week. Maybe my life will return to somewhat my crazy normalcy when he goes back to work. But I don't know. My whole schedule's kind of knocked off kilter. Of course, I'm off kilter, so uh, just because I'm a therapist doesn't mean I got it all together. So Sally said, Peter, really? Just tell me and I will schedule you. I had no idea. There you go, Peter. You and Sally. That will be interesting. Yes. So when are you going to have Lori on? You got a whole, I'm sure you got a whole list of people. So it's hard to keep up. I was going to do an interview one a month, and I interviewed Evie, Senior Insights, and that was it. My life kind of didn't really fall apart, but there were some really hard stuff. So, and when you go through hard stuff, self care becomes very important. And Sally said, JJS next week, then Otis, then Poos. I know you mean Pops. Peter said, Sally, we can work it out for next week. Pops. I know you meant Pops. I knew that's what you meant, Poos. We don't want to get started on that. Not on the Poos. So, uh, Judith. There's Judith. I loved watching you ride your bike. It was like I was riding. I'm riding with Judith on her bike. It's funny. Uh, my husband's been riding his bike quite a bit. I thought I might go for a ride, but I don't know. Peter said, "Okay, Sally, you let me know when your calendar's free and book me in." LOL. Dr. Ninja Turtle said, "I am so grateful. When are you starting your live? At 10:30?" It was a great ride. It looked like it. I loved watching you ride. So Peter's saying hello to Dr. Ninja. Ninja. So the sun's out. It's all cloudy, overcast over there, and then the sun's out over here. So, yes. Peter said Sally has more lives than ESPN. LOL. This is true. Sally is the queen of lives. And, I think learning from her to, um, um, I think ours is a road glide. Road, I don't know. Oh, Dana was so easy to interview. I loved her, still love her. Living with Judith, Dr. Ninja, really nice. A street glide. Yep. There's Julie. Good morning, JJS. But Sally, I kind of, because she keeps up with her chat. Because communities, I mean, I've been on lives to where they do a topic and they don't ever interact with the chat. And so I really like interacting with the chat and just letting the live. Uh, isn't that right, Sally? Sally said, "Poos would be when I interviewed Handsome Mike." When did Mike went from famous Mike to Handsome Mike? He used to be famous Mike. So Julie said, "Good morning. I've been busily running around this morning since you did your live." Yeah, Swantails. Bye. Have a nice day. Bye, Swantails. Thanks for hopping in. Glad you're here. So, oh, Pops just pops to me. I'm looking at Sally's poopy. Sally said, "I was just talking about you, JJS." Judith said, "Bye, Swan." So we have, I want to say, is there a road glide, Judith? I don't know. It's a nice bike. It's a really nice bike. We bought it new, uh, and we've had it 6 years. And and it's nice when you're the only one that has had the bike. So, maybe I'll do a video with my bike. Harley Davidson does have a road glide. Yeah, I think it's a road glide. So, we've had the first bike we bought was a Dyna. That's why my dog's name's Dinah. And then we got I think we've had a street glide. So um, I should absolutely do a video with my bike. Yep. That's another one of those people are shocked that I'm a biker person, biker woman. Dinah is a nice bike as well. Yes, my husband really, really liked his Dinah. And her name's spelled just like that too, Judith. You spelled it right. So, you know, um, and there was a guy, we go over to the Harley shop, in the house over there at the Harley shop. There's his bike. He says, I should stop, see if I can buy that back. Sally said, because he's not famous. So there, he's my brother, and we argue, so his name is Handsome Mike. Oh, okay. So he's not famous, so y'all quit calling him famous. Oh, okay. All right. So you just changed it to Handsome Mike. All right. He sent me some stickers. I was so excited. And then they're still in there in the envelope. I need to get them out. So, um, refrigerator. I love the refrigerator magnet. I collect refrigerator magnets. So I was excited. Yeah, I was excited about that one. So anyway, I got a notice that Dr. Ninja Turtle is live. So I would encourage y'all to hop on over to Ninja's Live and support him. Julie said, I don't know if I know who Handsome Mike is, LOL. How did I miss out on a handsome man? This seems weird to me. It's Mike from Adventure Sparks. They all, and kind of, Sally, Sally said I made an AI video of me riding a motorcycle. I saw that, Sally. So, Mike Adventure Sparks. Hello, Judith. You already know him, Julie. Here's a handsome Mike. Yes, that's handsome Mike. So, anyway, yes, she made an AI video of her on a motorcycle. It was awesome. You know this handsome Mike. You sure do, Julie. You already know him. It is warming up because now the sun is creeping up behind me and it's getting warm. And I've almost hit an hour on here, which is awesome. And Julie Jordan Scott, that's the greatest name. Let's see. She has 6 siblings, and all of the siblings' names start with J's except for her sister Sue. And I heard the story of how her sister got named Sue. But there's her and her sister, and the other 4 are brothers. Is that right? And there's Joe and John and Jeff and Julie, Sue, and I can't think of the last one, Julie. So Sally said, mine are defective. He needs to send me new ones. How are they defective, Sally? Jim. Jim. You remember Judith? Wow. Jim, Joe, Jeff, John, Julie, and Sue. And that's a lot of siblings. I had 2 brothers. My mother named us all our names. And whenever somebody was in trouble, she would rit, root, rot, root, rit. It was funny. We would laugh. And then she'd get madder. My older brother's name is Ricky, and my younger brother's name is Robert. So that must have been a thing back then, Julie. I was named Rhonda after Rhonda Fleming. She was a famous actress, I think like back in the 40s. She had red hair. She was really pretty, and my mother loved her. And so she said when she had a girl, if she had a girl, she could name her Rhonda. And so she named me Rhonda. And I had a math teacher in the ninth grade that called me Fleming. Mike's all out of magnets. I have 9 more minutes. No, I have 5 more minutes, Sally. 5 more minutes for $2 more. We, we got into that on Wednesday night. 5 more minutes. Yeah, Bella kept trying to keep me on. 5 more minutes. It did. It did make a difference in my watch time hours for an hour and a half. You have 9 more minutes. No, 5 more minutes. 4 more minutes now. So it's kind of that magic number of an hour on a live. Where's you know, it's kind of like, where does that stuff come from? It's kind of like, this is, you know, what it's supposed to be. And I'm gonna have to get off of here because I've got um somewhere to be at 11. And so anyway, but this has been great this morning. Um, I enjoy interacting with all my friends here on YouTube, and I always laugh. Lives, I always laugh. And right now, my lives are getting a lot of views. I'll tell one more story. My last video, I had vidIQ do, what's it called? Uh, Analogy of it. And like I said, I think that AI stuff is people pleasing. And I read that stuff and I thought, that's a nice way of saying I'm boring. I thought, it says I'm boring. Anyway, I watched some of my older videos and I could see a little bit, I'm better at doing the videos. Audit, that's what it was, Cheryl. Audit. I had them do an audit of my video, and in so many words, they could have just said, it's boring. I read so slow. I don't read my stuff. Oh, but so I watched some of my, and as far as they were a little more succinct at the first, and so um, all I can do is work on that. I can work on that. But you get all these different. Mrs. G said, did you use the Ask Studio feature? No, I used vidIQ, Mrs. G. But it's like, you need to do storytelling. Oh, you need a strong hook. Oh, you need to do this. You need to do that. You need to. It's like, I throw up my hands and say, uh, you know, Judith said, I'm not good with all YouTube stats. Um, I don't, uh, you know, my main thing is, can I just do a little better? And I think, and it's, my husband says my personality doesn't come out in my videos. Uh, and in my lives, it does. And then that's, maybe I just need to be a little more sassy in my videos. So, Kimberly, bye. Have a blessed day. Sally said, hello, Rhonda. You're doing what you're doing right now. No, you don't need to do anything. They say, do what you're doing for you. We love you, not what someone else is doing, or we would be out in their channel, but we're here with you. That's right. That's right. You're here with me. And I know that I've gotten a little better about just being who I am on camera. The lives have helped me do that. So, um, yeah. All right. So I have hit the 1 hour mark in 30 seconds, and I'm going to hop out of here because I need to be somewhere at 11. And so I have to get my dogs situated and, and bug out of here. Um, I really appreciate y'all joining me this morning and hanging in there with me and coming back to my channel. I no, my watch says Well, my watch may say that, but my thing up there says 60 minutes. And so, bike vid. I'll do a bike vid. Should have put on my leathers, Judith. So, no, don't leave, don't leave. They're hanging on. I gotta go get ready so I won't be late. And so, love you, Sally. Love you, Mrs. G, Judith. Love all y'all. And y'all have a great weekend. Yes, leather. You'll look great. All right, I'll drag my leathers out and make a video about my bike. And where can I fit that in my pillars? Mind, body, spirit. How about spirit? There's something about riding a bike that's so freeing to your soul. Don't you agree, Judith? Yes. Thanks. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.